Bob Kravitz of WTHR.com in Indianapolis after spending 15 years with the Indianapolis Star, calling into the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, Bob?
How are you?
I'm fine. What can you tell us about this? When did the tampering charges get filed, best you can tell, from the Pacers?
Well, shortly after they got the phone call from Aaron Mintz. The way it started, they heard a lot of rumors that there had been some correspondence between the Lakers executives and Paul George's people, and they were already becoming concerned. Then I know that Kevin Pritchard, the GM, and Herb Simon were among the Pacers executives who actually saw the Jimmy Kimmel interview with Magic, and they were very angry. They were beside themselves, and they thought something rotten is going on here. Then, move ahead about a month and a half, 2 months later, they get the phone call from George's representative saying, we're leaving in 2018 and we want to go to the Lakers. And it was shortly thereafter, I believe it was June, that the Pacers said, you know what, this is something we need to do. And from what I hear, a lot of the small and mid-market executives around the league are telling the Pacers, go for it, because they're in the same situation where they're going to lose their superstars from small markets to the marquee markets.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, though, did it really impact their ability to trade him? Or
Absolutely.
But the Magic Johnson, Jimmy Kimmel appearance? Well,
no. What affected it was the fact that Mintz, the agent, whoever gave it to Adrian Wojnarowski, what it did was it put the Pacers in a situation where it told the entire league that he wanted to end up with the Lakers. So it limited their trade market, which was not robust, as you could tell from what they got for him. It limited the trade market to teams that were looking for a one-year rental. And it also told the Lakers, you know what, you don't need to go out and offer the Pacers anything, because you're going to get them for free after the 2017-2018 season. So it destroyed the market and made it very difficult for the Colts to get much more than pennies on the dollar for Paul George.
WTHR.com columnist Bob Kravitz joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show. A couple more questions for you on this. Would you say the Pacers turned down better offers for the mere fact that the better offers were coming from teams in their conference and they didn't want to send Paul George there? Bob?
No, absolutely not, because they've got to think about their long-term future, and they want to get the best offer regardless of where it comes from, understanding that in 2018 he's probably going to end up with the Lakers out in the Western Conference. So, let's say Cleveland made a great offer. It would be ridiculous for them to say, no, we don't want this great offer because he's going to spend 1 year in our division, in our conference. That makes no sense. So, no, they know he's going to end up in L.A. somehow unless this tampering charge is proven. And then one of the penalties possibly is that they can restrict the Lakers from ever signing Paul George.
So best I can tell, Bob, and you tell me if this is an accurate reading of this, Magic goes on Jimmy Kimmel, has fun with the wink-wink stuff. Pacers see that, they get pissed. That then they're told by the agent, hey, he wants out and he's going to go to the Lakers if you don't trade him, which then becomes public, and they think it all starts with what the Lakers did, or there's something else afoot that they know about, or they're trying to see if that's a rock they can kick over through the tampering charge?
Well, they feel very strongly that there were correspondences between Lakers executives and Paul George's representative. They had heard those rumors for quite some time. They think there's some there, and that's why you have the outside counsel who is now going to make sure they go through all the emails and the texts and everything else just to see if there's anything going on.
And last one for you, Bob. What week do you think Andrew Luck starts for the Colts?
Well, this would be a complete guess, Rich. I'm going to guess the second week. I got to think that, the reason they didn't go out and get a Colin Kaepernick or another decent quarterback, I think the Kaepernick situation has other levels to it. but they feel like if he misses some time in the regular season, it won't be a long-term proposition. So they feel like they can live with Scott Tolzien, heaven help us, for a game or two, and that they'll get Luck back. The problem then is that how good is Luck going to be? We had the situation here in 2008 with Peyton Manning where he missed the entire or most of training camp, and he was horrendous through 7 games by Peyton Manning standards. And then, oh, by the way, he won 9 in a row, won the MVP. But, they're going to get off to I would think that Andrew, if he's a human being and missing as much time as he has, having not engaged in football activities for 7-8 months, it's hard to imagine he's going to come back and be at the top of his game.
Bob, appreciate the time. Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
You got it. You got it. That's Bob Kravitz, WTHR.com columnist.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app. Don't have any memory on your phone? Let's start to delete some of those slow-mo videos you have. And you know which ones I'm talking about.